Is it? Yes. Yeah. Look at that. You see that empty corner down there? That's what we're dealing with. Walsh being late every single time. I
Every
thought he was
time.
going to pop
Weekly.
in when we were running the intro.
Yeah.
Watch. He probably sent us a message and he's like, "Hey, I'm not going to make it."
No, I haven't seen a message yet. This is like every time he gets on like 2 seconds before it goes, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I gotta go get some coffee."
Yeah.
But he always would always make it before the intro.
I do want to say a big thank you to Sturgis becoming a member. Dude, I truly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We do have tons of wizard comments. I don't know what your guys' drink is tonight. I myself decided to skip the water and go with a Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Oh, good
Yeah.
for you.
Are you
Big ballin'.
That's why you've been burping the whole time.
Probably. Look at this. Maurice says,
I've
"Hello,
always-
you guys rock classic Walsh."
Oh, Sturgis said he was already a member. Well, they gave you, they gave you credit again today. So congratulations.
What are you gonna say, John?
He said something. So it started me over. Maybe the powers above can bump me back up. What does that mean?
I'm guessing that. I'm guessing that it like reset his membership status. So instead of being a
that sucks
12-month member and having the different access to those different emojis, that's my guess.
That sucks.
Yeah, sorry, bud. I don't know what we could do. Walsh would probably be the person.
Walsh is our tech guy, so good luck.
Well, to be honest with you, Walsh probably broke it, so
right. And you probably just need a power supply to fix it. So,
hey, 076 Liberty, evening, gentlemen. How'd the competition go for your daughter?
Yeah,
hopefully it went good.
Harry says, "What, Florida? Where was that at?"
Somewhere. I thought it was on the East Coast somewhere, like one of the Carolinas or Georgia. Maybe it was Florida. Harry says Walsh's professionalism is questionable.
Yep.
That's never been in question that it's questionable. Wouldn't it have been solid?
Perfect
your ears ringing?
Perfect timing. Were your ears ringing?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
No, my camera wasn't working. I don't know what it was doing.
See, that's what I'm saying. The tech guy.
Yeah, but it's working now.
Yeah, well, fix Sturgis' crap.
What does Sturgis do?
It shows
like
him as
reset his time.
But he says he's been a member.
Oh,
so he doesn't have access to all the like cool emojis.
Yeah,
I don't have any access. To it. I don't know.
076 says she didn't get last. Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Okay, that's a pretty nice place.
Oh, Alabama.
We're talking about orders.
Shadowman's got some Buffalo Trace tonight.
Oh, cowboying it up.
12 Bravo. Damn, Walsh only has one job: be here on time, and he failed. Thanks for the shout out, Jason. You're welcome, buddy.
How is that my only job? Like, how is that possible?
J-Dub said Walsh was late because his finger broke through the toilet paper.
Yeah, he was
gross, dude.
My camera being dumb. And I was being lazy.
CCW says, greetings, fellow firearm aficionados. Except you, Walsh, you were late.
I like Croak's answer.
Dude, I don't know if anybody cared because a lot of people gave me heck about spilling the beans on B King.
Oh yeah,
firearm. But they had R1 handguards back in stock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, like Arrow now thinks their stuff is made out of gold. So like 15-inch handguards on the Arrow's site are $200.
Yeah.
And B King had them. He finally had some in stock for like $120.
Yeah. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty common sale for them. I feel like on B King. I really like his.
Yeah, they're just going out of stock. He sells them out like in one day.
But
this was yesterday or the day before.
He puts down the numbers of like how many he has in stock. There's some some of his B King branded lower receivers, which are just like standard mil spec. He's got thousands of them in stock.
Yeah,
I feel like Arrow is kind of like Springfield. Like Springfield doesn't realize that they're just like low to mid tier, and they don't realize that, but they think they're something special. And Arrow's the same way. They're like they're mid to low tier, and they're like, this is high end stuff. Like, no, I mean you're good. You're better than budget.
Yeah, I definitely like buying it, but I don't like buying it at a premium.
Yeah,
as long as you have Anderson out there, they'll always be mid tier.
Yeah.
True.
But so here's the thing that most people, and I think that's funny because most people see like the Anderson, logo on a lower.
Yeah.
But then they don't realize that Anderson's the OEM for like 50 brands. Like 50. Like you probably have an Anderson lower stamped with Sons of Liberty Gunworks. Or maybe not that.
Spikes. Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? It's probably an Anderson lower. And that's why everyone's like, a lower's a lower because there's only like 2 companies that make lowers anyway.
So Croak said, "A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to."
Wants to.
Lord of the Rings, I think it's a Lord of the Rings reference.
See, that is exactly
Gandalf.
No, that's when Walsh wants to
Gandalf
show up.
Yeah. XL Tomahawk, how do you do, fellow wizards? Nurse dude, don't be crapping on my Arrow receivers.
No, we like it.
I don't know if I could show you. Yeah, I can show lower. I have multiple of them sitting right here.
Yeah.
No, I was all excited because I got the 2 handguards and then just a 5-round mag for my 6.5 Grindel. So now I'm gonna pull another Cody and build another gun that I won't go and shoot for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Sturgis
good
says,
plan.
"Whoa, no arrow hating."
So we like
Josh, we need an AR stock that accepts mil-spec sandwiches.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
What are mil-spec sandwiches exactly?
What do you mean arrow hating? Arrow.
Ham and cheese?
Arrow.
Yeah. I think every gun we show
is an arrow.
Yeah.
Big Shug, I haven't seen you comment before, so welcome. If you have been on here before, I'm sorry. I forgot you. He says, LaRue's old line are on sale. I picked mine up for 120. B King's is pretty mid. It's definitely not brag worthy. Yeah, I think the sales that we're talking about when he has other people's products on sales, like those Ballistic Advantage Premium 223
barrels.
Yeah,
you for 120.
Like 120. Yep. So some of his sales are really good. Big Sugar, I'm sorry if I wasn't trying to say that his lower receivers are premium or anything like that. We just like shopping there because he has great deals.
Yeah.
1911
and he's prior military.
Yeah, Marine, I think.
Yeah.
Why is there hate for B Kings? Maybe I just don't think I don't.
Because it's cheap. Because it's cheap. You ain't gonna get hate whenever something cheap. Just like, I mean, we're kind of bashing on Anderson too.
076 with some Wizard Gandolfin, Wizard Butt Blast, Wizard Tank Girth. If for those of you that are new, if you are a member, you get access to these emojis. But when it shows up on here, instead of showing the emojis, it has these. And so we have a drinking game that whenever I say Wizard, everyone drinks.
Except for if you're Sturgis, they shunned him.
Did they?
Oh yeah.
Croak says, "Have you all priced the cost of 6,000 and 7,000 series aluminum lately?"
No.
Oddly, no.
No. Dude, I'm not going to do research and actually put thought into why stuff is more expensive. I'm just going to complain about it on the internet like anybody else does, dude.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Right. Like, do you want me to talk common sense? Or do you want me to complain about prices? What do you want from me?
Give it an hour. Wait till the Second Amendment section. That's when Joe gets on his soapbox.
I've been being good lately. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have been.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Andrew Shaw, hello, my fellow brethrens.
What kind of mag pull mags?
Cody, you do not need more mags.
No, I'm saying that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, Shadowman gave us a super chat, $5.
He's like PMag
$8.99 mag pull mags right now. Mags on sale. Thanks, Joe. My bank loves you.
Yeah,
Cody
welcome.
has like the world's stock of PMag Gen 2s.
You can never have too many.
I can't remember if I told you
Never
guys
had
this. When I
peanuts.
was moving into this house, my pastor showed up to help me move in, and I had these like Costco yellow tubs, 2 of them filled with PMags, and like if I tripped and it fell out of my hands and it cracked open and like mags went all over my garage, and I was just like, I don't know how these people. I'm in Washington State, and he goes, "Oh, dude, you better hide those, man. Those are valuable." Yes.
It's like he threw 5 decks of cards out there.
Big Shug says the Predit AR barrel, stupid sized gas block, but it's a solid barrel. Is that like a bull barrel? Is it?
No, that's the LaRue stuff, I think.
Yeah. But I'm saying he says it's a stupid sized gas block. Is it length, or are you talking about girth?
Diameter.
Girth is what matters.
Around,
8.
yeah.
0.8 something.
12 Bravo says, did I just see Joe stick a straw up his nose? Stop it,
Yep.
Joe.
Yeah.
Michael Farley in the house with some wizard comments.
So I can't reach the bottom of a tuna can, but I can blow the walls out. You ever hear that saying?
Yeah. Big
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, welcome.
Owns 3 B King complete builds. They definitely run, and I'm definitely not selling them. Any of you guys have experience with the 308 line? Not B
No,
King.
my
No.
308 right there is Palmetto State. I like it.
Mine's
like,
Arrow.
Yeah, we do stuff through B Kings, but not like and then that must be what you're referencing to, not the B King branded stuff. That's what you meant.
Croak says he got his OD translucent Lancers yesterday from Bootash. 10 of them at $9.99 each. Did not suck. That's a great price.
$9.99 each. Yeah.
Lancers.
And they're the clear.
No, the OD translucent. OD green.
OD.
Jason, I've had more mags that went to the graveyard from that training class we did when we were like, so we had to do this thing where we put a mag in the ejection port, like totally what you're not supposed to do. We put the mag in the ejection ports and it caused all kinds of damage and destruction. Dude, we must have busted. We're having all those speed issues, having all the problems. Yeah. There must have been at least 3 busted.
I don't know if you caught the Easter egg at the end of my last video, but I had a clip from our night vision course.
Yeah.
Right after that happened, when you were trying to feed it, and you pulled it out, and you're like, "Wow, the lips are really, really warm." And Blue goes, "You try spitting on it." I put that clip at the end of the video.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's a good time." But like, I looked at those Lancers later, and like where the metal and the plastic is all like deformed. It was like way later, like months later. I was like, "Why won't this mag feed anything?" And I looked at it, it's all destroyed.
Nurse Dude says
your
B pick is crooked, not level. It's a B1.
Yeah. So number one,
and it's banking.
Yeah, it's banking.
Yeah, Plains Bank.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Maurice Barlow says, Joe, you rock. And the city of San Diego is suing gun manufacturers. My city and state sucks salty butt cheeks. The Second Amendment is dead in California. I am sorry, bud.
There's some crazy stuff in New York too. Like New York's doing some dumb stuff.
Sorry, whatever it is, it's not level. It's
hey, I will say,
I can't even hold my excitement until 2A new because you got brought it up. Finally, the first time this year, Colorado not sucking in this field.
Ooh.
Supposedly, I've only heard it from one source, but supposedly the assault weapon ban is dead.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what I heard too, because it only had like passed the House or something.
Well, no, they had it looked like they had the votes to get it all the way through, and then all of a sudden the sponsor pulled it back and said, no, we're going to table this. There still needs to be some discussion, this and that. So I think what it was they had enough Democrats to dude, I'm talking like 24-12 enough.
Oh, wow.
I don't think they had enough Democrat votes for it.
So,
I don't know.
Because I think people were getting mad.
Mum's the word right now. Like nobody's saying anything. They just say, "Oh, we need to talk about it more." But hey,
it's good news. The dude says those hotel pictures never hang level.
That would like it's gonna happen whenever you do like a whole studio. Why not be seen? What did I do?
Oh, great! He froze. Now it's time for our YouTube roundup where we talk about last week's videos. Let's see if Walsh remembers what last week's videos are. And he's gone, by the way. Like he's not even in the. Oh, there he is.
Hey, damn it. I'm sorry.
Hey, you guys took away administrative.
Yeah.
Authority, right?
Yeah, I don't have any powers.
Good to know. Good to know.
Big Stroke said, just hesitant without a single review or video. You guys are the only ones I've ever seen. Bring up B Kings. I love them. The gas block size was like 0.625. That's for the Predator barrel. Okay. That's like a pencil barrel.
Yeah, small.
Faxon's pencil barrels are the same size.
No,
There's
dude,
a lot.
Do you know what the best thing? Okay, the best, hands down, the best thing about B King firearm. Do you know what it is?
Savings.
He's a veteran.
Wieners.
No.
Feet.
Close. You are all close. You're all close. I'll just tell you. When you order the gas tube and gas block, it comes pre-assembled.
Oh yeah, that is pretty awesome.
That is nice.
So I had to buy one because I was a moron. I was taking apart one of my uppers, and I forgot to take the gas block off when I put my wrench on the barrel block, and I wrenched it, and it just like
bent the tube.
Oh yeah, bad. And I was like, oh.
There's no way to come back.
No, total dunce moment. So I went on to his. That was the first time I figured it out, though. I went on his website, I bought the gas block and tube, and I was like, when it came in, like, what? It's assembled?
Yeah. Best thing.
Zach Vet says, I've literally never heard of this place. B King Firearms.
How can you not have heard of it?
Right. I checked there before I checked Palmetto State.
Yeah,
I'd never heard of it until Joe was like, "Go buy this from there," and that's what I did.
J-Dub says he had to go wash his hands.
That's really fast hand washing.
That's actually where I got my CMMG stuff. Right?
Oh yeah,
the bathroom.
Remember? Yeah, the bathroom. The bathroom king.
So okay, last week's videos.
Suppressor to your door.
Suppressor to your door. Yes.
Dude, people were I'll be honest with you guys. I'd even talked to Griffin about this one. I was like, hey, I don't know if this is going to be a super popular video, but it's going to be a good one that people can use as a reference, just to kind of go back and forth and check this video. That has not been the case. That has been a super popular video. And I think it really opened a lot of people's eyes to like, oh, the process really isn't all that bad. And I think end to end, I have to do the second part. End to end, it's like 5 to 6 weeks.
That's not bad. There was some questions that people were asking about that, like how long did it really take you? And I didn't want to respond because I thought you had said a month.
I just
said part 1 on the video. Like I'm guessing there's a part 2.
Yeah, there's a part 2. Yeah, so part 2 will basically be after the part where it gets certified. There is a part that is a little bit more tricky because you don't have an FFL involved. So there's a 4473, like when you normally would sign it at your FFL. So instead, you do it with Capital Armory and they mail it to you. But then there's this added shenanigans with doing that where you have to go to your chief law enforcement officer and you have to wait these 7 days. So there is it would be faster if you could just send it to your FFL and you just go pick it up, because then you also got to wait for the package to come in and sign it. So there's some little nuanced pieces, but overall you just basically buy it, you send in your stuff, and then you wait, and you don't do anything. So it's good in that part where you just shows up and you have to like go visit
6 weeks. 6 weeks, dude. Now I got to check to see like when did I do my paperwork?
My only caveat with that. So it took about 6 weeks, but about 2 weeks of that, I just kind of fiddle-farted around and kind of built my profile, and then I scheduled out my prints for like a week and a half later. So I probably could have trimmed that down to like 30 days if I just went and ran it.
I'm at 99 days for my 2 Huxworks suppressors.
And you bought those back on Black Friday. Yeah.
Well, I bought them right after. Yeah, it was right after the night vision operator course.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was in October.
It's got to be longer. Oh, yeah, that's when I bought them, and then it took forever to get to my FFL. Yeah,
because and that's where like the buy one get ones just take forever. So I don't know.
Josh said when you buy from B Kings, Tell them TLD Co said you get free patches and candy. Use TLD Co.
Do it.
Use code TLD Co.
Yeah.
Dude, if it is a like gun or gear website, I will always use TLD Co. And even if they don't accept the code when it's like shipping instructions, I'll always put a note that just says TLD Co.
Yeah, and like you guys should talk to these guys.
Yeah.
I
like how Cody still asks you guys, like, hey, do we have a code for this place? He's like, did you not just put in TLDCO and try it?
I do.
Try. Sometimes we have a couple that are weird. There's like one or two offshoot ones.
You need to fix those ones.
I know.
Murph420 says, and once your profile is all set up with fingerprints in the system, it's probably a good bit faster for cans going forward. Probably, because they keep your fingerprints on file, which is nice. You don't have to redo those.
I also heard that it's only the individuals, like the I
heard that
trust. Heard that trusts still take a long time. Jay Murph was going through it in the same time, so I'm hoping he's going to be able to chime in at some point and say, "Hey, here's my timeline with my."
Did he do a trust?
No, I just said individual.
No. Did Jay Murph?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
So him and I were talking on Discord when we were going through the process.
Do you know what that video made me ask for questions? Sorry, I don't know why I keep asking you guys a question before I say anything. Anyway, what that video made me ask him, well, what's the normal process? So now you're going to have to do another video of the normal process, because I went around work and told like 3 people, hey, if you're still looking for a can, check out our channel, Walsh did blah, blah, blah video, right? Yeah. And that was their question. Like, well, that's cool and all, but what's the normal process? Like most people don't even know the normal process. You know what I mean?
Process, yeah. You'd have to go to your FFL, have them.
Well, don't tell us here. Like you need to make.
I don't even know. Well, I do.
You're welcome.
But like, I've done it. I've done the E form, and it's a lot more of a pain. And you kind of have to chase your FFL down a little bit. You know, even my FFL is awesome. And it was like, hey, have you heard anything about this? Like, oh, I thought your stuff got updated, but it's not in the system yet. And you have to kind of follow them up a little bit. And it's a lot more of a pain because you can't check it because it's technically in the FFL's name. I mean, it's a pain in the rear.
But there's got to be something though, because my last can, the Huxworks Rad 45 that I got an email from the ATF that said your E-form has been approved. And then I call my FFL and SOT and tell them, hey, I just got this email. And he was like, yeah, I got it too.
Because remember, they technically submit it. Your FFL technically submits the E form, so you kind of have to wait for them to do it for you. So it's them that gets approved for you. They get approved to give it to you, basically.
But I got to go through the silencer to your door program. So I want a can for my 308. CCW says, did you order 556K from Hux? Yes, they had a buy one get one free with a muzzle device for Black Friday. So I did do that.
That's pretty awesome.
Paul Sturgis says doesn't work at Costco either. Sorry, buddy.
That's a technical.
You didn't even get the hot dog?
Yeah.
All right. Other video. So we had the podcast with Blue from Jawless Hog Tactical, which was great. I really like talking to the guy. I think he's a very humble person, and he was like, oh man, even afterwards, like, hopefully this is a good episode for you. And every single podcast episode, I always enjoy just talking to those guys, like whoever it is I'm talking to. I don't really care if this is going to be popular or not. Are people going to like this person? I just enjoy talking to the person. And after it aired, he texted me and he was like, hey, thanks so much, man. I just listened to it. Like he listened to his own podcast and replied to me. And he was like, thank you for doing that.
And I do want to go out and say, too, that the main reason we do those podcasts is so that you guys can have some sort of connection to different brands. You can kind of see who's behind the scenes, who's running things. It's a little more personable when you go to purchase products. But that goes to say, if you have people you want us to bring on the podcast, they seem like they always want to. So, like,
yeah, well, Cajun, Bailey Luke, he messaged us. He sent us a message on Instagram about Joe Farewell. Hey, can you get this guy on your podcast? I asked him and he agreed.
Yeah, so we can get people on. Like if you had a brand or something, and it's even easier when, and maybe sometimes we do this anyway, but if like you request somebody because say, hey, our viewers asked for you to be on, they want to hear more from you and what you have to offer, they'll be like, oh, okay, we want to do that then. Like, yeah, okay, perfect. Come on.
Can you get somebody from the gun manufacturer that shall not be named?
I can try.
Listen, I think,
and then just like ask them about like how they support the little channels, and like
Listen.
every question should be geared towards that. And then the last question will be, then why won't anybody get back with us?
I have a theory, because I even talked
Like
to
set them up for an hour, dude.
I even talked to Mike from Hunt Fish Shoot, right? Because Mike does a bunch of stuff with Springfield. He was like, "Oh, Springfield's awesome. Like, this lady will definitely talk to you. Here's the contact. Yada yada yada." Dude, I emailed her, and nothing. Like, we got straight ghosted. I am convinced at this point that they know who we are, and I thought to
Don't
myself,
like
like,
us.
I was like, how would this company? How would Springfield, like, my racking my brain, right? I'm like, how would Springfield know who we are? And then I think long and hard about the very first video we did, and I'm like,
Oh, the Hellcat trigger.
they probably, because I'm betting we both know they changed that trigger. Like, we all know, like, they changed that
Yeah.
trigger. They stood hard and fast, and we're like, no, this is how it's supposed to be done. And then randomly in a February somewhere, they changed that trigger out because they got so much pressure. I bet you they hate our guts.
Probably.
Like,
I hate our guts.
Yeah, probably. You're probably
No,
right.
I'm with you though, Jason. Blue is awesome. We came and taught with him. We clicked with them from the beginning, and I loved having him on. I love doing more stuff with him. So we're gonna be doing some cool stuff with them this summer with one of their classes and stuff. So yeah, you're gonna see a ton more from them too.
Yeah, he was the one that had asked during the night vision course when he was trying to talk to Walsh about something. He's like, "Is it Wash or Walsh?" I was like, "It's Wash," and then it just stuck the whole time.
And then like the jokes continued, and it was a
Welsh.
good
They start
time.
calling him, "Let's go, Welsh."
Yeah, I'm trying to learn night vision. I'm trying to like I have this complicated course to run through. So I'm like, okay, I got to do shots over here. I have to do this thing. I'm like thinking through the whole course. And then I'm like, okay, all right, get ready. Like, have a good job, Welsh. I'm like, oh my God. It's like instantly like, all right, well, I just biffed this already.
Another YouTuber says cans aren't that great and flow through costs too much right now, but if you use crush washers during install, all cans can be flow through.
It's true.
Big Shug, another vote on them for them being removed from the NFA, but I wouldn't hold my breath. I know.
It's just
that's 2A news.
Yeah, it is 2A news, but it does bring up a good. I kind of like poked fun at it in that video of like, hey, I don't know how you're trying to say this is a firearm. Like,
yeah,
if it's
but they already did. Like, they already did say a firearm. Now they're trying to argue that it's not. So it's written in document that it's considered a firearm, but now they're trying to argue that it's not protected under the Second Amendment because it's not a firearm.
So like it's like the double speak we keep saying, like,
yeah,
like, oh, it's not a tax because it's not a firearm, but it is. But we're regulating it because it is a firearm.
And this is something we talk about too. Like, I wouldn't say we're super knowledgeable, but we try to stay on top of a lot of this stuff, and even we are confused about what's okay, what's not okay.
Yeah,
it's very frustrating.
You know that line where you try to stay a law-abiding citizen, but you're just dumb enough to have plausible deniability. That's the line that I try to walk.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you. So interesting you bring that up.
Yeah, what?
Well, because sovereign citizen. But the number of comments I got from not only the short, but particularly the short. There was a short that was done on the Capitol Armor video that were basically like, these idiots, dude. They were basically like, this short needs to be taken down because it's condoning illegal activity. There's no reason to ever own a suppressor besides doing something illegal. And I'm like, well, then why did I send them my fingerprints and my name and my ad? I told them where I'd be at. Like, if I'm going to do a bunch of illegal stuff, why did I go through all those steps to do that?
That goes into 2A nudes too, man. You guys are trying tonight. You guys are trying.
Yeah, dude, Matt, just so many stupid comments from people.
You did that so you would have standing, because that's what the court requires now, that you incriminate yourself just to have standing.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have? The Ace Tac video, the chest rig.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, I totally bombed that because I called it the SOP micro chest rig, and it wasn't. It's a skeletal chest rig. I changed the name of the title, but you still have me saying the wrong thing.
Wow.
Well,
So,
I'll
it's a chest rig. Nobody really cared anyway.
It's not real fair on your part too, because when we first started working with Ace Tac, some of those pieces, like we'd kind of gotten those pieces as like, okay, hey, we saw I had the placard, and then we got the dangle, or no, it was the dangle. Anyway, the side wings or something, and then it was like, hey, do you want us to show it with the placard, the straps? So then it was just the straps, but then there's a kit that came out later. But we had part of the kit, so yeah.
I ended up buying the micro chest rig, the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So I have the whole thing now. I could do an actual review of the SOP micro chest rig, which is the one that 12 Bravo specifically talked about.
Isn't it exactly the same except for?
No, it's totally different. It's totally different. The only thing that's the same is like the H harness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's the same.
Oh wow. Well, way to go.
076 Liberty.
And the amount of uselessness.
076 Liberty says Sovereign Joe is just dying to come out.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, dude.
All right, we have. Let me.
Before you do that though, I want to say, because I thought it was more of a Jason style. I talked about this offline, but I liked your approach on this video, on when you did the Ace Tech video, because it was more. I think you just went a little more off the cuff, a little more just like some sass. But I mean,
so I didn't write a script. Most of my videos I write a script. I did not write a script. I had an outline that I was kind of going off of, but what was funny, even my wife caught on, was the more takes that I screwed stuff up, the more annoyed I got. And so the take that you saw was the most annoyed. It was like, I was at my most annoyed point.
And it comes across like great. Like, and that's the piece you don't see from me, is most of the time the take that you're seeing is like the third one where I'm now mad. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And now
why do I do this? This is dumb.
Why am I doing this? I'm frustrated. And that's where the jokes come out, where people get angry. Like, you're being mean. Like, no, I'm mad now.
Harry says it's Walsh. 223 DMR.
It's ma'am.
Says, does everybody remember the TV show Yes Dear? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
No, I had a life.
Nurse Dude says no script, one and done, flaws and all.
Nurse Dude, that's how I roll. Yeah, that's why my video can get like 10 views and then can't get 10,000. So, but
stop it.
But
another
it's
YouTuber.
Fun doing it that way.
There's a fine line between chest rig and chest harness. Don't run them shirtless.
Unless you have some of that nipple stuff, those nipple things.
Yeah.
Josh,
please validate my purchases I've made for gear, guys.
What did you buy?
I bless off on all of it, Josh. You make good decision.
Whatever you bought, it was the right thing to buy.
Yeah. Good job.
I will laugh because Griffin. Oh, geez, Griffin did ask me. They're like, "Hey, did you do a script, or do you just do all that and just like you do it all and just know all that information?" I'm like, oh no, like that. Your video was like highly technical of like, okay, so on this form you sign this, and on this day you do that. Like, I did not. I could memorize about a sentence and a half. Like, that's about as much as I can memorize.
That is about as much as he can memorize.
Hey, you should mention where the artwork came from, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good point. So my kiddo, I don't know, I probably shouldn't share a name, but one of my middle kiddos did the art that's on that suppressor to your door. I had her do like, they have kind of their own art style that's a little bit in that Fallout style. So I was like, hey, do it like this. And I added the Fallout background and we did some cool stuff. Like I kind of just told her like, hey, make it kind of look like me, make it like holding the hand up, and I'll put a suppressor and things like that in his hands and do all the stuff. She's like, okay. And so she made that whole thing, and
Griffin not enough gray in his hair, but it'll work.
There's a good bit in there.
And he needs a belly, but we'll get there. Oh, hey, there's an actual question about the video, which is like the first time in a long time that we've had a question about the video. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, it's a longer one, like 3 or 4 liner.
Sorry, we skipped it. Oh,
yep, there we go.
Hey, Walsh, I got a question for the suppressor at home. If I purchase a suppressor and go through the whole process, do I physically have to be present at home to receive it from the mailman, or can another?
From what I
Good
understood from the okay, 2 answers here. From what I understood from the process, someone over 21 needs to be present to receive it from the mailman. I think it's supposed to be you, but they're not gonna be like, hey, only this person's name, because the only thing you can do for UPS is
Adult
21
signature.
or adult signature. So you have to have adult signature present. They're going to say that so that you can do that. But right, exactly. No one else can take possession, but they don't know what it is until they open it. So you're getting to a weird middle ground there. So I will say it's, for any sort of legal reasons, it's supposed to be you. But
Yeah, it has to be you, because all the paperwork that you sign says that you'll have the only access to it, whether in a trust or not.
But
you're supposed to have a safe specifically where you only have the combo to that safe.
But I think
for
what
any
Walsh is
NFA
saying
item.
is, like, if you get a package in and you're let's say your wife signs for it, like, your wife has no idea that it's just a box in her hands, not a suppressor. I don't know what the law. I don't know what what law enforcement would say about it.
Dude, the UPS guy isn't authorized to hold my suppressor.
But he
is. But he's bringing it to me. He's not authorized.
It's one of those things where it's like.
But how else are you supposed to smuggle it into your house?
It's not a suppressor.
Yeah.
It's not a suppressor until you open it.
Yeah, I mean, every person whose hands touch it on the way to you is not technically authorized.
Facts. Yeah.
So
they didn't do a background check with that gun.
So I would say legally it should be you who signs for it, but UPS says over 21 signature.
Hey, I haven't seen this comment before. Slepner116, welcome. Says, any more Shaw concept gear reviews?
Yes.
Wait, time out. We're gonna have to give Slepner a new name.
Oh yeah, we gotta do our 30-minute thing though.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this.
Okay, so let me mute these fools first.
No.
Yeah.
It's part of the most annoying noise in the world.
Grim Hunter Tactical Gear. If you are looking for good, high quality gear trusted by tactical professionals and outdoor enthusiasts, Grim Hunter offers rugged, reliable gear that meets the demands of any mission. And you could use code TLDCO, get 10% off your purchase. I wouldn't say it's an exclusive deal, but it's
semi-exclusive.
Our deal. Semi-exclusive. Yeah, GrimHunterTactical.com, discount code TLDCO.
And they have those.
How else would you let Grim Hunter know that you watch our channel other than using our discount code?
Email him.
You could just email him. He would love that. If everyone just sent him an email that said how great Thin Line Defense is, that would be a good day. He'll probably text me and be like, why is everyone suddenly emailing me? Like, we told them to do that. Like, what do they want? Like, nothing.
Joe asked politely.
Why? As a matter of fact, I do like good high quality gear.
And they make the rapid mag pouches. We do yell at Grim, and he's been kind of getting some more employees to cut down the kind of the lag time between purchase and shipping. But the rapid mag pouches are really, really good. And I think he's going to be he's working on one, or he's putting final touches on a sideways one. You can a little cheater one you can connect in sideways. Yeah. Back to Cody. What was the name we're giving this guy with the comment?
Seltzer. That's my
Slepner116.
Seltzer. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 116 isn't. I want to say it was 116 something to do with like Master Chief in the Halo series, right?
I don't know. He's got a Demon Slayer, like, so I'm kind of good with it because he's got some Demon Slayer stuff.
How about Slayer?
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll go with Slayer. Yeah, well, I'm good with that.
What's the Tokonami or something like that?
Croak will remind us, even though he hates anime, he'll know what it is.
Toshihiro.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, I do have a ton of Shaw gear that just hasn't made its way in front of the camera just because I've had more stuff for you guys. But there is some secret stuff.
Oh, great. Who are we doxing today?
Nope, secret stuff from Shaw that I cannot talk about. I am like, if I say the secret, I won't get to show it to you, so I can't say nothing.
I liked
look
Sean
at
Booth, and I liked being there, and I really want their minimalist plate carrier.
Uh,
But that stuff is too rich for my blood.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with
well,
you.
it's made by. It's all manufactured by First Spear, so like it's got that like, I don't know, clout tax on it.
Yeah, I'm
Croak
I'm
said
too rich to know what to do with my money.
It's like reverse salt.
Sleipnir is Odin's 8-legged horse.
Dawn.
Well, he says, don't know what the kitty porn figure is called.
Where did you pull that
thank
out
you,
of?
Michael Farley. Michael Farley corrected me. He says Sleipnir is Odin's horse, right? Oh, and Master Chief is Spartan 117, not 116.
Well, we're not saying Sleipnir over and over again. I'm sorry.
Sleipnir.
Slayer. Yes, I have more Shaw stuff for you. It's super secret. You're gonna love me, and I'll
Another
have it.
YouTuber. Need more airsoft gear reviews, just as good.
So we're just gonna call him Odin's horse.
Sweet Odin's horse.
Odin's steed.
Sweet Odin's horse.
What's that movie about that racehorse that really stupid to pronounce?
Seabiscuit.
That's what we should.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, Seabiscuit, bro.
That's okay. That's it. Congratulations, Seabiscuit. You have a new name. Go if you're on Discord. Go ahead and update your name.
He's probably like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, he's out.
The Indian Motorcycles engine for the Dark Horse models.
Just like how Seabiscuit was a dark horse.
Yep, yep.
It's the same.
And liked racing.
And like racing, yeah, they're both the same.
Michael Farley. And his profile picture is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
There we go. See Michael Farley.
All right.
It doesn't matter. You might as well change it to Seabiscuit.
I want to go back to one question though. Someone says, "Why don't we view more airsoft gear? Isn't all gear airsoft gear?"
Like, yes,
yeah, it's all airsoft. Yeah.
22 LR. I am not reading that comment.
Oh God, it's gonna be good.
Everyone else can see it for themselves.
What, Harry?
I asked a question.
If I screw up, why does it scroll up? Why does Harry say my professionalism is questionable? Like, what are we talking about?
No, that happened ages ago.
That's a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
No.
076 says it's pronounced sea biscuit. Got it.
Sea
biscuit. Sleipnir. Sea biscuit. Zach Bet says, for what? Yeah.
Hey, did you see this 22LR one?
Yeah, I did. I told you I'm not reading it.
Why? He needs Cody and Walash to fix my battle belt. I'm sure in the Horny 3-gun zombie match.
I was talking about the comment after that.
We're not gonna read that. I'm gonna have to blur that out. Yeah, that's YouTube's comment system. That's nothing to do with us. We're not letting that through. It's auto moderated.
Croak celebrating 29 months membership says Gaston Glock was trying to breed 22LR's horse 4 times the output for his milking operation.
076 likes her nickname.
All right.
Says
Did you build like his nickname?
Did you build
all right, so I do have a couple questions for us tonight.
Always good.
Well, the questions are more personal to the 4 of us.
Oh.
It's gonna make sense. Yes, Joe likes golf.
So question number 1.
Don't get banned.
Only while I'm in the closet.
Question number 1. What are some of the most rewarding moments you've had as a TLD member or content creator?
Ooh, I'll share mine because Cody was with me. And they was talking about this to the wife, actually. Nowadays we have so many like big things that happen to us, but there was a moment when Primary Arms emailed us back and sent us some scopes. And and Cody and I were both like, we were going to the range and a box showed up and it was some super high end scope. And we were, we're this poo channel. Like we don't do anything. And I think that was probably my most rewarding. That was the tee off moment for TLD for us. I really think for sure was Primary Arms giving us a chance. and then giving us. I think that's why we give them so much love too. Like, what do you guys need? Oh, we got to rework our schedule. We got to do some crazy stuff because we owe you guys. Like, because you've done some crazy stuff for us from all time. So that was my big moment, I think.
Really quick, Seabiscuit said, "Have you guys looked into the GBR's belt and pouches?" The belt, yes, we have a video on that.
Yeah, it's the worst. Like if you were to make silly string spaghetti noodles and slapsticks, that's what you'd end up with.
I heard they fixed. No, I shouldn't say fixed. They changed.
They changed it from, and I talk about this there's a belt video coming this weekend. They changed it from the worst design to the second worst. It's the crappy fold over one that we all hate. So it's like, no, it's
Doc Dole's in the house. Medic.
Oh, what up?
What up?
Medic, you finally said it a year later.
Yep. For you. I did it for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Aww. But yeah, Seabiscuit, we did review that belt, and we love to give them crap about how bad it is. I think that's actually Slade's design too, which I think is an even more of a dig too, because then they used his belt and then made him leave, and then the belt sucks.
Nurse Dude said golf courses are just wasted space that could be shooting ranges or racetracks.
Yep, agreed.
That's true.
Or move over for the real athletes.
What Joe would use it for, we can't talk about on his channel.
What you guys don't know is golf courses are racetracks for Joe in a golf cart.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so going back to
the
the question, right? Most rewarding moment as a member of TLD or as a content creator for TLD?
Okay, I got mine.
Go.
No, go ahead.
Go.
I have two. So the first would be doing paint jobs. I like seeing people reactions, right? So yeah, in paint job for other people. I like mine, but I like seeing other people's reaction better. And then this is a little sappy, but I think even more so than that was the time that Walsh was able to quit his job and do this full time.
Oh,
yeah.
I think that's mine.
Oh, look at you, Joe. You're so cute.
I know. That was a hook through the screen.
The one that comes to mind for me is not really for me. It's kind of Walsh's thing too, but I was there for it. Our first, maybe our second year at SHOT Show, there was a guy that wanted to take a picture with Walsh.
Oh yeah,
and
it's the first guy ever.
Yeah, it was the first person ever, but I loved it because I got to make fun of him for years about it.
Like, can we get a picture with you?
And there was a bunch of people that were like, "Oh man, I bought." Mainly it was the K19. Like, I bought the K19 because of your review. We had a lot of people that first year about that, but having the person stop Walsh to ask for a picture was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool."
It was funny. Jason was like, "Dude, you're glowing." Like, dude, that was so cool. That's funny. I do see one question from sorry, Cody. I want to steal your moment. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. So I was in Chick-fil-A on Saturday, and I had a tactical girth shirt on, and someone walked across the place and asked where I got the shirt, and I got to say, these are our shirts. I was like, you can go to this website to get them, and I thought that was cool.
That's cool.
Did you see that one from Croak?
Says best TLD community moment, how we came together for Caleb's build. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
so if you guys don't know, Caleb's been doing a lot of work for Angry Sarge, and so he kind of gave up his role as a techno wizard on our Discord. I still message him from time to time, so I love keeping up with him. But Caleb, he's on a fixed budget, didn't have an AR, and so the TLD crew, a bunch of viewers came together, and we all had parts that we threw in and built him an AR-15. We did everything legally, sent it to his FFL, but he got a nice AR, like Trijicon MRO on it, and a lot of arrow parts, BCM parts. It's a good gun. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And right after that, he left us. So
yeah. Speaking of community moments, too, though, I want to say thanks, everybody. We did just hit 40,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I
didn't see a cake this time
because Croak said, "Hey, are you gonna eat the cookie cake on the live like you normally do?" Like, yes. I was like, yes. That cookie cake is gone. Like the kids ate me. Well, I'm part of the problem too. We ate that cookie cake. So it is gone, but we did enjoy it. HRT, let's talk about how awesome they are. Brought up, like, kind of asked if we wanted to do a giveaway. So I'm trying to see if we want to do, a 40,000 subscriber giveaway, which would be cool, or if we want to do just something massive at 50,000. We could probably do 2 or 3 different belt setups, or that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we do something huge for 50 and we just go all out. I bet you, man, I don't know. The sky's probably the limit for what we could do at 50. Like,
well, we could probably do like
a
belt from DM, a belt from HRT, and
do multi-winners,
some crazy stuff.
Oh, I bet you we could go at 50,000. I think we could go crazy, and we have enough time to put it all together.
And we might. I bet you we'll be at 50 by the end of the year.
I'm hoping so. Things are going pretty fast.
Yeah.
But you guys sound off. Maybe we do both. Maybe we do 40 and 50. Maybe we do a smaller one just from HRT 40. Nods at 50.
Here's my idea. The 4 of us pick our favorite piece of gear from, like, since we started, and then we'll give one of those away. So we'll have 4 giveaways.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
it'd be tough to do though.
If we have to pull, we have to go. I mean, if we're gonna go buy it, or we can try and weasel that company into giving it to us. Either one.
Yeah, we could try that. If not, we'll just buy it.
Michael Farley says,
mine's gonna be something that Cody owns, like, and it has to be Cody's. So
it has to be Cody. No, I mean, like, and I mean, like, we have some really good sponsors too. So at 50,000, like, maybe we talk to Nocturn and do a Tanto housing, or
my favorite piece of gear, Cody's black powder rifle.
My favorite piece of gear is Cody's kayak.
That's already gone. Well,
okay, I'll settle with
my favorite piece of gear, Cody motorcycle.
Michael Farley says the wheel yearns to disappoint. Reginald, I don't know if you've been here before, so welcome. If I've forgotten you, I'm sorry. Reginald? He says, I'm sure John from SOE will donate stuff. LOL. I don't.
SOE Tactical Gear. They're another gear company. They say a lot of crazy stuff. Like, they are.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mind them. They're just so. I mean, I like some of their prepper stuff, but sometimes it's crazy.
Croak says HRT lights. Wonder if we could do a 40K HRT light and a 50K big one.
Well, we can, because they like I said, HRT kind of asked me what we would do. I had just mentioned a belt because people like belts, but if you guys want to do a 40K light, let's talk on. Let's put it. So hey,
and then just tell them, be like, hey, we were gonna do a couple giveaways, but we really want to highlight you guys, so we're gonna only give away your light if you give us one.
Yeah, and that's what we could do at 40K. So maybe we just do something smaller at 40, and then say, hey, let's do the bigger. Let's do we're all like deciding this stuff now here live. Like, we do the bigger stuff at 50K. Like, hey, we'll do a whole belt and everything on the 50.
Oh,
and then go. So 076 says 50K can give away.
Ooh.
It's not impossible. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not impossible.
To your door.
I want a can.
Not impossible. Cody's
Joe,
like,
you gotta pay the tax stamp though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay the stamp, but I mean, you're basically gonna get it for. I mean, just like if you want it, dude. 50K sandwich supply for a year. Imagine if I just sent, like, I mailed a sandwich every week to someone. It's like, dude, these aren't gonna stop, are they? Like, nope. Oh my God!
Send you a big jar of peanut butter from Costco and be like, "Here you go."
Here you go.
Brooke says, "I'm sure Fieldcraft Survival would throw in some free wrist splints." Fieldcraft Survival is what's the army guy's name that runs that?
I can only think of when he does this. But the room clearing.
Laminated says 40K sandwich eating contest.
Oh my goodness.
Michael Farley says, remember, if you say it on video, we have proof and you can't take it back.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying I have to weasel these people into doing this. So it's
Mike Glover. Thank you.
That's who it was. Yeah.
That's what it is. Mike
Glover. He's doing some great stuff. Like, it's so funny too. You're like, man, like, you like hear what happened. Like, I would have never guessed he's going to be unhinged. No, I actually would have assumed that from the beginning.
Yeah, we got some great ideas from you guys. So I don't know if
in Discord, so Wizard Lair, you guys, the members, chime in Discord what we should do for 40K. If you guys, what you guys would want to see, if you'd rather do a belt or a light, I'll get my the members get some priority here, and we'll make that happen for 40K, and then 50K we'll do something a little bit nuts since we have some time to put it together. And maybe me and Jason even have a pretty crazy trip planned. Maybe we can even get them to throw in something crazy.
That'd be cool.
So you get this.
Another YouTuber says, y'all should all just eat a sandwich together, Lady and the Tramp style.
No.
Look, listen.
Cody would hit on me every day after that. I'm not dealing with that.
Joe and
Cody's too clingy.
Beards would touch.
Yeah, he's too clingy for that.
Dude. Yeah, so the other thing, if you are a member and you are not on our Discord, there is a Wizard's Lair area. So if you're a member, you get access to that. You get a little more access to us. J-Dub says Polaroid pictures of Cody's feet for 40K giveaway.
Polaroid.
Man, we're not even going to have time for our second question. I do have a second question.
All right, let's go.
Oh, say that was a good one.
Those Polaroids are way too valuable. That's a 100K giveaway.
Question number 2. For those interested in starting a YouTube channel, what's the one piece of advice you'd give them?
Ooh, I know this.
Just start.
And listen, I'm going to tell you.
Just start. Just record something and put it online. Who cares? Who cares? It's not perfect. It never will be. Record it. Put it online.
Fantastic advice. I will say half of my time is spent obviously doing the channel in YouTube, but the other part is fielding questions on how to start your own YouTube, like how to do it. And you only got to do one thing, just consistency, right? If you ever want to start your own YouTube channel, just pick a cadence. If it's once a month, if it's once a week, don't do once a day. That's stupid. But like pick a survivable cadence and then just always do that. Because then when you go to companies, they're going to see your consistency and you can sell your consistency, which even if your format is, like Joe said, you're just working on building it. Well, you're going to be doing it a ton more and building it up. So be consistent. That is the key.
How do you start to train to run a marathon? Like you put on shoe and you go outside.
Are you ready for my advice?
Yes.
Oh God.
Don't.
What?
No. Go ahead.
This is real life advice.
Oh, okay.
Have big boobs.
I knew it, dude. I knew you were gonna do something. That's why we got Cody around.
Honestly, I did hear a really good thing today. It was actually about YouTube or like creators, and it basically said, just make like everyone's saying, make a video. YouTube will find an audience. There will be someone that's interested in that same thing you're interested in.
Yeah, because some people even said that to me, like when some other bigger YouTubers are like, hey, it's interesting what your niche is, like how we do like if there's like a battle belt, dude, that's who else are you gonna give it to? That's our weird thing. Yeah. That's us.
That's Walsh.
Yeah, we just happen to review.
Yeah, they ain't sending it to us. They're sending it to you.
It was plate carriers for a long time.
Well, it's plate carriers and battle. That's the two things. Like, hey, that's our bread and butter. And then sometimes they throw in pistols and optics, and nobody watches those. Like pistols, yes. Optics, not really.
Ooh. Joshua says, I knew Cody was a gun bunny.
That's why we keep him around, Josh.
Yeah. I like how
that's why we rescued him from the desert so many times.
Yeah, another YouTuber says, buy as much filming gear till you max the credit card and a computer for editing, and absolutely be consistent.
And I don't think you need to go that crazy. I think what I do, going 4K, color correction, all the crazy stuff is too much.
Not needed.
Is not needed. You need a good
95% of people watch your video on their phone while sitting on the toilet.
Totally.
Like, come on.
Yeah, an M50, a Canon M50 Mark II with a good lens, a good Sigma lens, and the DJI mic.
That's at year one.
Yeah,
that's at year one.
Oh, you're
just start on your phone.
You can start with your phone, but like I'm saying people are like, oh, get a Canon R6. I have a Canon R7. I got a $2,000 lens. None of that is it's all for show. I could do the same magic with Jason's camera. It's
if you're doing professional wildlife photo, you need all that stuff.
Yeah. But like
Right, he did roast him.
Pepper Book Club says, "Give it to Mike Glover. He'll beat the hell out of it."
But yeah, spend $600 on equipment. Get a DJI mic. It's $200. Spend $400 on a camera. That, like Joe said, that's year one. That means you've already mastered how to edit and everything. And now you need a better camera. Yeah.
That's 6 months into it. You've already done a video a week.
Yeah. That's going to what another YouTuber said. Be consistent. You know, we've had when we were small, like right about 1,000 subscribers, we had channels or companies that would send us stuff because they saw, okay, these guys are posting every week. HRT told us that. We looked at you guys up. You guys were consistent. We took a gamble on you.
And now, you know, that they saw, like, they can see your trajectory, right? You can say, like, okay, hey, this person, I can see where they were a month ago. I can see where they are now. And I can see them improving. So, and then they're just consistent. They've been doing the same consistency for a couple years now. So they're going to have a good trajectory going forward. So yeah, the consistency and another YouTuber is interesting. Says the exact same thing though. Just be consistent. That's the magic to the whole thing. And editing takes 800,000 years. So just be aware.
Yeah. Okay. So we are at everyone's favorite part of Live with Thin Line Defense, and that is
what?
This
is the best part.
This is the best.
This is what we all wait for. We just wait for Joe. Like Joe just sits there and just waits.
Second Amendment news.
I've been being good.
All right, Joe.
Yeah. So I don't know if Joe. There
so
was
anyway, everybody take out your driver's license and cut it up because it's unneeded. If you're just
if you're traveling, if
you're traveling, it's not commerce.
I'm traveling.
Oh my goodness.
So I did see Croak posted in our Second Amendment news and updates video from Mr. Guns and Gear about New York banning all Glocks. And a great question that Muttfed asked, what's NYPD carry?
No, they're exempt. That's where like all the garbage comes in. Like they're exempt from all the
Why are they banning Glocks? Can the Glock switch?
Yeah, because criminals criminals have found a way to do criminal
good
activity.
Thing.
So therefore, legally, you shouldn't have them.
Which is funny that
good thing we have case law that says for lawful purposes, in common use for lawful purposes.
I think it's crazy that Glock doesn't even make the Glock switch. Like it's called the Glock switch. You could buy it on wish.com for like $15 to make your Glock fully automatic. But because it's called the Glock switch, it's the Glocks and the Glock switches must be banned.
Yeah. Well, they're suing. I forget which state, but they're suing Glock over it. Saying that Glock could have made modification to their gun to make it not work on it.
No.
Can you click on?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Can you bring up Marco Farley's account? His comment.
Mike Farley says 2A News, aka Joe's unhinged anti-government rant time.
And the next one underneath, like it's all like right after.
And then Prepper Book Club says, "I was waiting for Sovereign Joe to resurface."
And then
Maurice Barlow, Joe's soapbox is active.
Like we joke, but I love this part of the channel, like the live, because they come in here and like, hey, all this new 2A news. Oh, Croak said he just added.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Tactical Java says she also said that kids in the Bronx don't know what a computer is.
Oh,
yeah. That's why they couldn't have voter ID.
So Croak, yeah, I saw that. Croak did post in the Discord. This is as of yesterday. Congressman Bob Good, I don't know what state he represents, introduced a bill to exempt gun silencers from federal regulation. And he replied to that from Washington Examiner, and he said, "I oppose regulation and taxation on the people's right to keep and bear arms. That's why I introduced a bill to deregulate access to suppressors on the federal level and ensure no state law can regulate, tax, or otherwise prohibit their possession."
It's interesting.
Virginia, Croak says, Virginia.
We all kind of speculate like maybe there was some sort of political movement that was a new shake that was happening as to, the reasoning behind why the ATF was suddenly approving everybody's forms. And one of the speculative ideas was they know it's going to be legalized, so they may as well get as much cash as they can, get as many people in the database as they can, because it's about to fall off. So that's a good thought too.
That is interesting.
Because I'm a solid citizen, I lean the other way, that they're doing that because the argument was you're infringing on people's rights. So they're trying to not
say, look, we're not.
Yeah, we're not. They're being processed super fast. Like, this is a perfect.
I wonder if that's going to be a double-edged sword, though, something to come back and bite them. Because going back to what you just said earlier, if they're letting more get out into the country, is that then in quote unquote common use?
Yeah, they're way past that. They're over 2 million in circulation that are documented. So they're done. Like, common use is done.
I'm waiting, and I don't know if it'll happen, but I would hope that the Supreme Court, one of these gun laws that they take up, that they put a number to it. Like, what is common use? Because I would think that
they already did.
Did they give a number?
Because they're 100,000 of the stun gun in circulation, and the judge ruled that because there are 100,000, that constituted common use. So that's the number. That's the fake number that everybody uses, right? They didn't specifically say anything over this number, but that's the one example that we have that there was a number assigned to it, and because that number out, it was considered common use.
Do you think
that's my understanding? I'm not a lawyer.
Sure. Do you think it? Let's say that is the truth. Do you think that ATF would then try to say, well, there's only 10,000 Hux 556Ks. So you break down the specific suppressors, and
there's always so many.
A certain amount of those suppressors in circulation, therefore they're not in common use. Or do you think they're going to just group suppressors as a whole and say there's 2 million of them, therefore they're in common use, can't touch them?
I think they have to group them, because you could say the same thing with a semi-automatic handgun, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's one like that weird alien pistol, the one with the slide on the side. Dude, that can't have 100,000 out, right?
No way. It's like $6,000 too.
Right. Who's buying those? So, but yet that's protected because it's a semi-automatic magazine-fed pistol. It's protected.
And you're talking about with the tasers too. Like, they didn't go through each of the taser models and break it down. I see what you're saying.
I don't think they did, but it might have been a specific model. I don't know.
Oh, this is interesting too. Nurse Dude says that, and also trying to justify their existence. See, it only takes a week now. There's no need to deregulate us.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
that's true.
But see, then it starts to be circulated. Like, okay, well, what do you? If it only takes a week, what is that process doing for us? Because now, like, are you even validating anybody, or is it just running automatically through a system? Like, oh, we're just running it automatically through a system. Then what are you doing besides just taxing people, right? So I think they're shooting themselves in the foot, but they haven't realized that. Like, oh, look how much faster it is now. Like, okay, but you're validating the fact that you're not actually doing anything. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So Josh, I'm sorry, I don't understand this. Maybe someone else can clarify this. The ATF SO is common use. That's why they are angry. What's SO?
Significant other. I know that one. That's easy.
Common user.
Sorry.
I mean, I made a joke about it in the end of the Capital Armory video, the Griffin to the Door video, where like how I've already been approved for a suppressor. So why do they not know who I am? Right. And maybe there people are saying like, okay, that's why it's going through faster the next few times around. But why would you need to start all over? Be like, oh, hey, here's my prints. Here's my things. Here, like every single application you look at, like, oh, I just approved Joe. Next application, Joe again. Never heard of this guy. Like this doesn't make any sense. That's the stupidest hot garbage. And why do you got to keep paying it? Why do you pay a tax for every one? Why isn't it just one time?
Money.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And this is Nurse Dude says process makes money. That's all the justification they need to keep it. And I'm curious, I'm sure someone has the numbers worked out, but if you were to take them off the NFA, how much money is the government going to lose from that?
Well, I mean, look at what 2 million times 200.
400 million?
200 million? Oh yeah, 400 million?
We are math whiz.
Sorry.
Yeah, 400 million.
400 million.
I mean,
But
and that gives you a ballpark, right? It gives you a ballpark.
That's not true. That's not accurate though, because you then have to pay. Like, think of how many less ATF agents you'd have to pay. So I think it would be a wash in the end, where it's like, hey.
Yeah, but I mean that's what the government brought in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they don't care about that, dude. They're spending other type of taxpayer money to fund the ATFs. They don't care.
Right. Realistically, when you think about it, with a budget
they're paying your Social Security money,
$5 trillion, $400 million is really, it's like less than 1%.
You know, and Big Shug has a good comment here. Another stat nobody brings up is that related crimes numbers. How many cans have actually been used in crime?
I would bet you it's less than 100.
I don't want to harp on that one, because once you make it available to everybody, inevitably that's going to go up, and then they're going to be like, "See, told you."
Yeah.
So I try not to bring that fact up.
And Croak does bring up a good point too. It used to just be the poor tax, like it just kept poor people from having silencers. Where $200 now, that was $4,500 today. That would be like buying. Hey, you can either get a suppressor. You can pay the tax for your suppressor or get nods.
No, like back in that day, you can buy a suppressor, or you can buy your house with your land and 2 horses. You know what I mean?
He's just talking about today. If they were to make it in today's money,
it would be like
you had to pay $4,500 tax for an $800 suppressor. Like, no, I just want to buy a suppressor.
That's a turbo kit, bro.
And I'm with 22 a lot, where he's saying there's no way they're making money off of it. The man hours spent processing the forms. Yeah.
The government would absolutely save money if they took them off the NFA.
And I'm wondering if somebody looked at that. I'm wondering if that's where the new push is coming from, or was like, wait a minute. Like, if we actually remove these because we're losing money.
Like, we don't have enough money to send overseas. What are we going to do?
Yeah. Can we make money by making these legal?
Murph 420 says they never catch anyone with a can. They are silent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, speaking of, I didn't know about this
make you invisible
until recently. This whole like how all these people get super whiny about calling silence, like calling a suppressor.
It's just like a magazine or a clip, dude. It's the same exact thing.
Dude, they get like they get young lady mad about it. Like I call them, and it's like, if you call me call a suppressor or a silencer, I know what you're talking about. I'm not confused.
Right. Like, they just want to get mad about it. And I can maybe.
What do they call your exhaust? What do they call your exhaust in Europe?
I actually don't know that.
I think they call it. Don't they call it a silencer over there? I know Croak had mentioned that. They talked about that. Yeah.
Prepper Book Club says, "Young lady mad." LOL.
I'm telling you, there are people on there like, it's actually this. It's actually silent.
Say a clip next time. Just do it for fun, dude. Say a clip on your next video and reference the
Nurse Dude says, but they don't see the process as a cost center due to the way government runs budgets.
Okay, yeah, agreed. I think we've all been in the military long enough to not realize, like, to say, like, hey, we're losing money.
The dude says original patent called it a silencer. Prepper Book Club says, I need a silencer on my clip.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that in a video. Like, man, it'd be awesome.
Hey, so since we're on the whole silencer suppressor topic, did you guys see that the Fifth Circuit picked the Texas case back up?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there were some good arguments. Actually, it was the armed attorney. Watch their video. They have actual clips of the judges talking. And one of the judges, she was awesome. I don't even know who she is. Female, Fifth Circuit, the hell I know. And the 2 things that she said were absolutely awesome. Because they were trying to rule that they didn't have standing. And she brought up, I don't think she said it on that clip, but she was talking about with the solvent traps, how people were taking picture, sending it in, and then being told that no, that's already a suppressor, and then that she said the FBI, but FBI, ATF, whoever, was showing up at their house, and she actually brought that up. So we have to incriminate ourselves in order to have standing. Like she kind of took it to them. So I'm hopeful that the whole let's fight the NFA thing is actually going to go forward.
Interesting. You know,
watch that video if you care. It was a good one.
I forgot who it was. It might have been Ben Shapiro. This was a long time ago, but he was talking about how there was a study done to kind of gauge how a judge would vote or rule one way or the other, and the part that led them to being the most accurate in guessing how a judge was going to rule was if a judge put themselves in the shoes of the defendant, how would they rule? And when they went that route, they were actually able to more correctly guess how the judge was going to rule. And I'm wondering if there's judges out there that are thinking the same thing. Like, wait a minute, I can have a solvent trap, which is literally just a canister to collect solvent, so you could clean out your barrel and stuff. And I could go to jail because I have this flashlight.
Because you applied. You have the parts.
Yeah.
And you had to take a picture of it because it's part of the application. Mm-hmm. And then they denied your application because you have all the parts required to make a suppressor. And then now you go to jail for it because that's the process. Like, that makes no sense.
And those two sorry.
Bye, Shadow Man.
Night, buddy. Night. Thank you, bud.
Those two lawyers are normally pretty good at playing the guessing game, especially on court outcome and stuff. And they said that what they feel, because this is all based off of interstate commerce, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about that before. And what they feel and that these judges actually might rule and indicate the Second Amendment and then send it back to the district court that said that they didn't have standing for re-review and implicate the Second Amendment in it, which would be cool. Then we get Second Amendment stuff. So then you could say, like, is a suppressor a firearm, right?
Yeah.
We can finally get a ruling on that. And we can get a ruling on the interstate commerce stuff. So
that'd be huge. Both those would be huge.
And the Bruin decision, right?
Yep.
Like, is there even history, tradition that says that they can even regulate the thing for the NFL? Dude, it's exciting times. I'm excited. Like, I'm the Grinch. My heart is growing 4 sizes bigger just because of this stuff. So
yeah,
that happened to the Grinch.
Pretty soon, Joe's not going to be traveling anymore. He'll be driving.
Right.
And here's my thought: is if they're saying that bump stocks aren't firearms, silencers aren't firearms either. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, they're gonna fall. Like, as soon as it gets under a court, it's gonna fall into the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
CCW 22LR says, as a former Costco member, I can confidently say a clip is not the same as a suppressor.
How are you former Costco member? It's $20. It's $20.
It's like $100 a year, $150 a year.
A Costco member, always a Costco member.
Yeah, always.
Zach Fett says, nobody wants to call it a silencer because we're trying to overcome the false idea that they make guns Hollywood silent.
I get it, but it's like saying,
I've heard that.
It's like saying dick and wiener. Like, I
whoa.
It's not. It's the same. Like,
you call Richard Wiener.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's like
Maurice Barlow throws out a wizard. Thanks, buddy.
Just out of nowhere. I'm just saying, it's one thing to be like, hey, yeah, this is why we do it. It's another thing for someone to spend the majority of their online presence correcting people. Like, hold on, my job is to tell you your tourniquet isn't set up right and say it's silencer, not suppressor, or vice versa.
I'm gonna play devil advocate because I've done that just to mess with people.
Which is allowed. That is absolutely
there a long time ago on Facebook. There a picture. They're rally racing a car. It jumped and it kind of nosed end like really hard. In the caption, like, check out how good the brakes are on this thing. And I just went like full literal. Like, obviously this car went jumping and brakes couldn't make it stand up like this, especially if it had no traction on dirt. And like people lost their minds about it.
No, listen.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Like, obviously somebody can't take a joke.
Oh man. Pepper Book Club says, I had a boss named Richard Head.
I couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
See, that's the type of name where I would have got my name changed or go by a nickname or
Well, the nickname is what we're talking about.
No, middle name.
Yeah.
But even
like
if
not nickname, not nickname based off your first name, like nickname like TJ. Like, how'd you get TJ out of this? Just shut up and stop asking questions.
We had a guy I worked with when I was in the military. His name was Richard, and whenever he was being a wiener, I would say, you know what, you're being a real Richard right now. And it just became a thing.
Joe and
now.
I,
like how you say
Joe
wiener.
and I also worked with a guy, and the first day we met him, I was like, "Do you have a nickname? What do you go by?" And he said, "It's Richard." Remember that, Joe?
Who is that? We'll have to talk offline.
I won't say his name, but he's now a Detco.
The dude says, I'll go to Walmart when I need a reminder that my life isn't as bad as I think.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is true. You'd be like, hey, did y'all? It's funny because you're like, I have the wherewithal to like, I probably should put on clothes before I leave. I probably need to wear shoes. Like, all right, I better wash myself. Like I'm going to go outside. And then you go to Walmart and you're like, you know what?
This person didn't have any of those concepts.
Yeah, they didn't even consider any of those. Like,
no clothes, no shoes, no bath.
Yeah. And what are they buying? Like, oh,
but do you know even worse? We joke and say Walmart because that's where you can find the majority of them. But anymore, dude, they're everywhere.
It's Costco.
It's everywhere.
Even Costco,
dude,
there's like crazy
flying.
Target
remember
has
when?
Better...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Target has better clientele. At least the ladies have yoga pants there.
Dude, remember not too long ago, I remember when I was a kid, like you dressed up to go to an airport, to get on a train, to get on an airplane.
You dress
down. Look at an airport now. Yeah. Everybody in pajama pants, and they even take, like, you see grown adults carrying teddy bears.
Pillows or something, yeah.
Hey, so I want to talk about this little bit of craziness that me and my wife got into for a little bit because we went over. I'm getting on the Costco tangent again. People who is there some sort of mental disorder? Like, do you consider it a mental disorder for people who go to Costco and only buy like two things?
How do you do that?
There was a Costco. Yeah, I don't know how you can do it. I forgot which one it was, but there was a Costco that I went to, and usually they give you like a free tote if you sign up for a Costco credit card. They had one. They were giving away T-shirts, and it said something like, I left Costco and spent under $100, and it's like impossible.
Dude, I saw this guy walked out. He had.
I can tell you the exact problem here. I can tell you 100% the exact problem. All three of you guys have kids.
Yes,
and going to a store is like it is an event for y'all.
I'm that kid. You go through the snack aisle. I'm like, yes, I need 5 pounds of M&Ms or something like that?
No, I'm saying getting your kids dressed, getting them in the car, getting them in a cart, getting them doing anything for you guys is an event, right?
Yep.
All my kids are grown and moved out. I'm way different. I will be sitting there on my chair and be like, yeah, dang it, I think I need toothpaste. I will drive to Walmart. I will walk into Walmart and I will pick up 1 tube of toothpaste, go to self-checkout, and walk the heck out. And the entire trip from sitting in my chair to being back in my chair took 15 minutes.
But totally good. But would you go to Costco?
Yeah, if I had a membership to make it worth it, I'm cheap, dude. Like, I would drive by Walmart to go to Costco because I pay for a membership and I'm going to get my money's worth.
Yeah. But you would go to Costco and just buy like the 7-pack of toothpaste?
Yeah, if I needed toothpaste, yeah.
So there's a good comment.
Cheaper? Yeah.
There's a good comment from
Griffin. Also a 20-pound bag of pretzels and the biggest thing of guacamole you've ever seen.
50 pounds of dog food.
Like, we had a membership. I went to Costco and only bought Arlo camera and went home.
Mm-hmm.
I only say this because there's a guy who bought beer. He bought beer, and then there was like a combo pack of cleaning stuff. And I told the wife, I was like, he came for that beer and just happened to have found that combo pack for cleaning stuff. I guarantee you.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
The wife sent him to get the cleaning
people
stuff.
partied last night, and he needed that to clean up the bathroom.
We got a question.
Okay.
So the Sound of Steel says, so I'm 70 days wait into my first silencer. Went the one-shot truss route through Silencer Shop and Kiosk. I'm thinking of buying a second can, but going the individual route. Can the Griffin door program use my electronic prints without me going to an FFL?
Do you have a copy of them?
Yeah, if you have a copy of them, I know Silencer Shop wouldn't give me a copy of mine, so I went and got my own electronic prints done. But if you already have your EFT file, if you have it in hand, and the Silencer Shop won't give it to you, if you have it in hand, and you're good. Otherwise, you can just go. You could go to a kiosk like tomorrow. Me and J Murph realized that takes like seconds. You could like most UPS stores have one, so you could get your prints. It's like $40 or something, and then you have them forever. But then once you do it one time through Capital Armory, you never do it again. They keep it on file, and it's all set. So, yeah.
The dude says, I go to Publix regularly just to buy ice cream. Just ice cream.
Yep. You don't buy no ice cream?
I think that's different, though. We're talking Costco.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
I'm the same. I can man shop, too. I can be, hey, I get one thing.
But Costco has smaller stuff. Like, not everything in super bulk.
Yeah, it is. Everything. I mean, I would think define super bulk, but like you can't just buy one tub of ice cream. It's a 2-pack. You can't just buy like a 12 pack of water. It's a 36-pack. Everything is bigger there.
We usually get
Not only that, but their clothes are cheap too. Like I don't understand. They'll have name brand clothes and they're cheap.
My work clothes, my fancy work clothes were all from Costco. Like
and
they're like Nautica, like Banana Republic, all this stuff is like, how much are these pants? $12. Like get
all my stuff
I'm gonna get to
sales at JCPenney.
Yeah. But you need to buy this 30-pound bag of Twizzlers.
Okay.
Favorite Libertarian says, sorry I'm late, guys. Needed to focus while I was building this BA upper in Minecraft. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Good upper.
Nice. We got to wrap this up. So let's go around the room. Let's talk about what we got going on. What's coming up next? I'll start.
Yeah, you start.
So I got a short coming out tomorrow. I don't have it here. It's in my garage, but the HRT, they have their duty flashlight and EDC flashlight. I have the duty flashlight, which comes with a Therm switchback. The ring Therm, whatever. I love it. I love that light. So there's going to be a short on that tomorrow, and there's going to be a future video where we're comparing it with some of the other lights that I have.
And like we started talking about too, I know you guys, a bunch of guys are already chimed in on Discord. Kind of look at HRT's website, see what would be good for a 40K giveaway. We'll open up to everybody though for that one, and then at 50K we can do something. We'll plan to do something a little bit bigger. So think of it in the 2 stages of that too.
Are you pooping, Joe?
No, I'm standing up. I'm sitting on a stool and my butt's going to sleep.
I'm being all choppy again all of a sudden. I probably won't open Discord. For this weekend though, I'm gonna teach you guys what the loadout. This will be the Wilder Hitman lightweight belt. Very interesting belt. This pretty much their idea is to go as minimalistic as possible. I'm interested to see what you guys' thoughts are. I think they're just dancing like right on the edge of the line between a little too much form over function. I don't know if they went too minimalistic or it's right on the edge. I don't know. I kind of want to see what you guys think about it. But it's still a good belt. It's super inexpensive. It's very much like the DM, kind of a take on the DM belt.
Nice. All right. Cody, did you get your motorcycle yet?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. That kayak.
He's rode it like 2 or 3 times.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. More times than I went in my kayak.
True.
Hey, I do want to say, I do put out some shorts this week about the new bull pistols we've been playing with.
Oh yeah.
And
dude, I'm purposely not watching them because I'm mad that
so awesome.
So I was on our YouTube studio, and Walsh had a video that he put on there, and I watched. I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is, because it was unlisted. It wasn't out for anyone to watch. So I watched it, and I had to message him like, dude, that thing shot ridiculously flat. Like I was
like Bull wanted. They were like, can we get your first impressions? Like, yeah, I always do my I record the first impressions so you guys can get that, and I get a candid response from me. And we put it on the video, and I send him that footage because I was like, I'm gonna put it this way: the wife doesn't care about pistols. Saw that one and said, "Hey, can I shoot that?" I was like, "Okay, like you want to shoot this one?" And was like nailing the targets, doing drills.
Nice. Dude, they need to stop developing and just come up with a way to get their stuff.
I talk about it. I talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I'm with you. I did want to say too, if those people who may have gotten the Die Free Co. grips, I really love those. They're super cheap and expensive for a while there. They're hard to get a hold of. I just finally got a shipping order, so they're finally shipping those out. So they have the multiple different colors and things. So if you guys are looking for a really cheap, inexpensive $20 grip, they're finally shipping again. TLDCO, save 10%
nice.
on your first order. It doesn't support our channel in any way. We gave all the savings to you guys, so you just save a bunch of money if you do that first order.
Save.
Oh, okay. So Sound of Steel says, "Wait, I have a serious question."
Oh,
while you type that up, Joe, is there anything that you are working on?
No.
He's got his fancy wall done up, and he's inspiring me to. I got to do something for my hotel.
He's working on getting feeling back in his butt.
Yeah.
I need to do fancy wall.
No, I need to build out the grindle. I need to go shooting,
but
yeah, I want to go back prairie dog shooting. So hopefully I'll get that coming up either this weekend or next.
Ooh, nice.
But get the
your
17 out.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. Your favorite libertarian posted a picture of the upper he built in Discord. It looks great. Someone tagged Joe recently. I forgot what it was though. Man.
Well, that's that fluted barrel and everything. That's the good one. We like that one a lot.
Was it a cardboard license plate for his truck?
No. I saw it and someone was like, someone should tell Joe, and they tagged him.
Discord keeps lagging me really bad. I don't know what it is. Sound of Steel, you got like you're I have a serious question. You're like 1 minute is
it was the New York banning all Glocks.
Really?
Someone should at Joe. Doc Cypher says it's almost deck time. Yeah. It must be a serious question because he's taking a long time to write it. We are over our hour and a half. Sound of Steel, let me get
poor dude. He's trying. He's trying.
Like, I can get it. I can make it happen.
Seabiscuit coming in with the last comment.
What's up,
Seabiscuit, what do you think of a barrel change? I think that's stupid. Okay. No one's ever going to do that. Like, someone's going to sell that to you for a feature that you're never going to use.
You'd never use it because you'd have to redo all your zero and your optic and everything so many times.
All right, so Sound of Steel, there's a link for our Discord. I just put it in the chat, so jump on over there, ask your question over there. We will try our best to answer it. But that's it from us, guys. We appreciate you sticking around with us. Thank you so much for helping us get to 40,076. Congrats again on your daughter's competition. And we will see you guys next Thursday. Adios.
Use a deck.
Give me the deck.